guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be jumping into the mod Thermal, which is a little bit different than the original Thermal you might be familiar with. So, I hope you guys are ready. So I have been really enjoying this mod, like playing around with it. Like, this is super fun. So, here's the thing. I'm going to need a lot of inert crystals. The reason is because to be able to get the scroll that I want, to be able to get this focus set to a particular enchant, I guess you can call it, or it's really just called an elemental focus. Basically a power. I need a lot more of these inert crystals, which means I need to do a lot more mining, which means, yeah, that's going to be a lot of the stuff that I need to do at least today. But there's going to be a lot more that I want to dive into today. Right here, I have our ore processing pretty much automated. So at this point, it's taking ore out of this chest up here, dropping it, of course, into the hopper. It's pretty slow, so this isn't a very early game thing. Like, this is pretty early game. I wouldn't recognize or recommend this for late game stuff, simply because it takes a little bit of time. Now, I think the blast furnace would go twice as fast, which would make this a bit quicker, but still, this is nothing compared to the speed of Mechanism and other mods like that. Plus, this has Mechanism 10 in it, I do believe, so this is like a new version of Mechanism, which is going to be kind of interesting to get into. But I want to see if I can at least get one scroll. I think it can consume up to 10 of these, but it does have a chance of breaking, like you just seen, and it actually takes air crystals in order to make these scrolls. So these are scrolls we luckily found, but as you can see, the crafting recipe for them requires air crystals. So let me kind of explain this. I placed one down, and then I can click on here with it, and you can see it broke. But the more of them that we have, the higher chance we are to get a scroll back. Now, I don't know if it matters. That's kind of weird. Does the Ender Strike... Okay, so the Ender Strike does consume air. I have a bunch of Ender Strikes, which is kind of crazy, which I didn't really want. But I kind of want the dash and I want the speed. Those are two that I would absolutely love from this mod. Now, to utilize them, you need to just take this focus and apply it on the anvil. I'm not going to do that yet because I don't really want Ender Strike. And each time you add something to this focus, it costs 4 more levels. So you put this on, it's going to cost 4. The next scroll you put on it is going to cost 8 levels, and so on and so forth. So eventually it'll get kind of expensive. And then to swap them, you'll hold down shift and you'll scroll wheel to swap between your different focuses. That's going to be fun, but we have to get there, right? We have to get to that point. Now, I have made these element holders, and what these do, they basically allow you to suck up the element here directly from the source. So I'm just holding down right click, and you can see it's consuming the element and storing it inside of this orb, which is how you actually utilize these different focuses. So once we get to that point, that'll be great. But we have to dive into some other mods in order to get ourselves a better foundation for at least mining and other things like that, because things are going to take a little bit of time. Also, I might as well harvest this sugar. You know what? I'm not going to harvest it. I'm going to break this tree up here. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's a fast creeper. What in the world? Look how fast he is. Who gave this guy sugar? Look at this dude. Wait, did it say broken? Wait, what? I don't know what it says, but I've got to defeat this guy. No, you do not. No, you do not. Dude, look how much health it has. This is not fair. Not fair. Who decided to put this in here? Who made this a thing? No! Oh my gosh. So annoying. I hate creepers, and there's a mod in here that makes creepers even worse. Oh my gosh. Not a fan at all. Not at all. Oh, creepers, man. So I'm back in the mines, getting some stuff done. Of course, finding, these awful spiders. I swear I can never hit them. Why do their hitbox have to be so small, so tiny? I do hear some zombies off in the distance. Ooh, and a monster spawner. Oh, thank goodness I was able to break that, because these have chests underneath them. Oh no. And this zombie is buffed. Oh, no, no, no. Where did all the zombies come from? Excuse me. Okay. I don't understand, but apparently we have a conga line now of zombies that are after us. Maybe I can kill them? This guy is especially going to be difficult. Yeah, I got some of them down. I got items flinging around me. Oh boy, this is what I asked for when I go mining. I don't understand. Oh, of course, I think there's a small chance for like zombies to spawn on each other. You know, when such things happen. Okay, let's head back up here. I'm missing all this good iron loot. But I wanted to open that chest, and that chest should have some stuff in it. Once I kind of illuminate this area here, where all the stuff is spawning from. Okay, there's stuff down there. Probably monsters over here, but I'm going to light this up just to make sure. And let's open this up. Okay, silver fish spawn eggs, diamond horse armor, and a little bit of gold, and some obsidian. Not horrible loot, but still not the greatest in the world. Yes, this is a giant monster hole. That's the best way I can describe this. I love these caves, though. Oh, they're so nice. So as I'm setting up, I kind of want to make things look a little bit nicer, so I really want to find a different tree type, because oak and cobblestone, I mean, it's all right, but I want something different. So I want some different building blocks. I'm going to travel out just a little bit over here and see if I can't find any different tree variants. I would love to grab every different type of tree variant if I could, like base tree variant, Minecraft style. But I know that's probably not going to be the case. But I want to get this done because I want a little bit of an area I can build out for thermal. There is a thermal, the mod is called Thermal Series that is in here, which is thermal. So I want to try and play around with that and see what we can't do. We can probably get a better source, and then that'd be a great mod to get set up and then use it to transfer into Mechanism later on. I think Mechanism is going to be a great mod to inevitably end up like for later game, since that mod is super, super powerful in how it works. So I think I've found a wood here that I can totally get around. This looks really nice. It's like a white wood. Like, yes, please. Like, this definitely crafts down into a white variant, right? Yes. Oh, man, this is going to look super cool. I need to get some of these saplings so we can grow these. Oh my gosh, this is just super hard to navigate this area. Yes, I am breaking this with a boat, even though I have an axe. Simply because it doesn't take durability. My hand doesn't have a durability bar, so I can pretty much do what I want. Now, I also grabbed some mahogany, and I think the mahogany is going to be great. It's a pink kind of wood, so I think the pink is going to go pretty good with some other stuff. But this white, oh man, that's a pretty cool looking texture. I do get a little bit of lag when I break that, but that's just simply the leaves breaking. How nice is this? I don't even have to find a jungle. There's literally a tree right here. A jungle tree, which means we have... Oh, that was so loud. We have access to jungle logs and cocoa beans. Look at that, and we can regrow more. Ooh, is this dark wood? Oh, yes, this is definitely dark oak. One of my favorites. Oh, man, I'm finding all the good stuff now. So at the moment, I want to set up some thermal stuff, but I want a place to do it. So I'm placing this a little bit underground here, and I'm building like a little underground like hidey hole that is right here on our little base house, right? So I do have a little bit of space I got to clean up, but that's not too bad. And I really love these Cork Ladders. Look at these things. These are so cool. I'm using these pillars, and what I want to do is I want to kind of set up a design that's like this. So on the bottom, I'm going to use these stone stairs, like so. We're going to leave this little back room for something else. I'm going to put a door here and give myself a little way in here. But right here is going to be some base machines. And then on the wall, what I can do is I can place this, and this gives it some really nice like depth right here. And then on the floor, we're going to have some different pillars. And I might even throw in some like wood types in here to kind of split this up even more. You can see right here, I sort of missed a spot. That's okay. Throw that there. And I love this. I think this is going to look fantastic. This needs to be replaced. I did run out of my diamond pick. My diamond pick is gone. at this point. I've got to totally fix that soon enough. Let's pop down here. There we go. Oh, yep, I messed that up. Eventually, we won't have to worry about these. That's why I want to get into thermal as soon as possible, is because there's actually a drill in that mod. So long as we have a way to charge up the drill, we have a way of mining for an extended period of time, and it can mine 3x3s, and of course, you can make it go faster the more you use it. So definitely worth getting into that. And like I said, right here, I think I'm going to put a door, so we have a little doorway. And then what I can place in these walls, actually I can probably just put the machines in the walls if that works. And as far as the floor goes, I'm going with either that white floor or the dark. I still don't know exactly. I have tried both of them. They look really good, by the way. Let's take a look at this white wood. So let me throw some of this in here. Look at this. Okay, we'll see which one looks better. I'm sure the white is probably going to look the best out of all of this, because man, this stuff just is so bright. It is so nice. Like that is very clean. Like for a wood type, like it doesn't get much cleaner than that. Like that's a fantastic color. So this room, I am going to go ahead and lay the floor out, but I'm not going to do the walls just yet. It's going to be kind of just hidden back there. We're going to have a torch, just keeping things nice and bright. Right now, we have no light in here, so I'm going to need to have at least a light source. Eventually, we'll get some lights added in here. I need to fix this back here, and to do that, I'm just going to cover it up as if it never existed in the first place. Look at that. You'd never even know that was there. As soon as that grass grows, psst, perfect. It fit in just like everything else over here. All of this craziness. So, let's go ahead and get some thermal machines made. And we'll figure this out. We're going to figure this mod out. So as far as crafting recipes go, they're pretty straightforward, pretty reminiscent of the original thermal mod. And I believe this is still done by King Lemming. This one right here does have it in the book. It does talk about that, links to the Twitter and everything. So I think this is still the same mod. It's just in development for the newer versions. Maybe it's like just a re-envisioning of what the thermal mod is. I know a lot of the stuff has been retextured, which is kind of cool. But I do need power, but there is no power cables as far as I know that I'm seeing, like power cables that are within this. I did look in the book and kind of read the book a little bit to see what was going on. Not really seeing too much there. So I think what I'm going to do is just make 2 of these Stirling generators. Since I have 2 of the machines, why is it when I hit this? Oh, this gear is wrong. This is the one thing I do not like. As soon as I can get out of this, I will be so happy. As you can see, I have to like change this up so that way... Oh, this is stone, isn't it? Like actual stone. There we go. And as you can see, that's why I want to get out of this as soon as I can. Applied logistics, I think, is going to be way better as far as crafting goes. I don't know why this is like that, but it definitely does not like when you have multiple mods like this. So, I don't know why I went down here. I needed to grab some coal. So, let's grab coal. I do have quite a bit of it. I'll get 2 for each. And this right here is going to be another ore processing setup. I mean, that's pretty much what we're going with here. I need to grab a bit more of the cobblestone because I just seen I didn't finish this. So here we go. Perfect. So in this wall, what I can do is I'm going to go ahead and set up my machines just like this. I'm actually going to have a dynamo facing this way. And that dynamo needs a little bit of a backdrop. So I'm going to place this here and here. And hopefully I can get this set up. So I will pulverizer and a redstone furnace. Redstone furnace can go here. Pulverizer can go here. We can set up some automation for it potentially later on. The generator can go here. Let's go ahead and rotate this so that way the red part is facing the machine. Same on this side. There we go. And we should be able to give these coal. And these dynamos should start working, giving these power. Perfect. This is great because now we've gotten into an RF age. We are at the point where we now have refined storage. Or not refined storage, sorry. RF. What am I talking about? There's a few things that I would like to make, though, down the road. I was looking, let's see, just to get a little bit of power to even make that worth using. Can we, what can we use to charge up this drill? So this drill's here. Normally there was a machine. I have pulverizer, induction melter. Okay, centrifuge. Okay. Servo press, magma crucible, blast chiller, fractional steel, fluid. Okay, I'm not seeing what I would use to charge this up with. And I see there's a flux. Okay, stores redstone, flux. But how do you charge this up? So maybe there's a way within the mod. If not, we may have to go external. And to do that, it's not too bad. I think that there's a way to charge things up with just a simple battery from Cyclic. And yes, this recipe isn't too bad. It does require a little bit of iron, a block of redstone, and a little bit of clay. But other than that, like, it's a pretty decent block. Hopefully it's not as buggy. And then what I can do is I'll just go ahead and break this block here. And we could probably just rotate this until it starts sending it power. And now this is starting to send power. What I'm seeing is there's no slot anymore. So there used to be a slot where you could charge items, but that's no longer a thing. Still, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna charge items. So apparently this thing called a Tinkerer's Workbench is what I need. And it does require glass. So of course I have to hand place that. Tinkerer's Workbench. So can this thing be charged? Like, does this have a charging slot integrated into it? I would assume so. Otherwise, how would it work? Okay, so I guess it does. Look at there. So all I gotta do is flip this so that it is facing into this. And it can, yeah, it can charge stuff up. Looks like it can also apply fluid there. Charge/fill. So augment, charge, fill. Okay. It automatically has 2 augment slots. So I'm assuming charge fill will allow us to charge our devices. Very nice. So that's pretty cool. Let me go ahead though. And I want to go ahead and get some automation set up simply for this, for ore processing. So it's a little bit faster. All I got to do is have, I think, a couple of chests, because is the configuration still the same? Yes. Oh, this is so nice. So what I can do is I can just have a chest here, here, and here. And we pretty much have automation set up for ore processing with thermal. So let's grab some chests. And actually, let's do barrels. Because barrels might be a little bit more convenient on us. Let's just go ahead and make a couple barrels. I think that'll look a lot better as far as our storage goes. Like, instead of it'll be a full block. Okay, so barrels go a little bit like this. We need 3 of them. And voila, barrels. Perfect. Let's go down here. And then there'll be a barrel here, here, and here. All I got to do is set auto insert, and then we'll set this to, on the top. Let's go ahead and clear this. If you want to clear the whole thing, you can hold shift and click on the middle. This will be input. This will be export. On the side, it'll export all of this stuff. And then over here, we'll have auto input and input here, and then export out there. Perfect. So this should work. Let's grab some ore. Our machine that was processing over here, it was doing all right. I did upgrade this. I've done quite a bit of work off camera. If you haven't seen, I did go ahead and set this up downstairs so it was out of the way. And that's kind of where I got this idea for setting this this build up. But I think it looks really good down here, setting on some grass. And then, of course, I have my container set up down here, ready to go anytime we need some elemental craft stuff. But this has been working. This has been pumping out resources, but it's a bit slow. And I want to speed it up a bit. So to do that, let me go ahead and grab these ore chunks. I'll go ahead and grab this here. And grab that. Perfect. So that is everything, I think, out of here. All I need to do now is throw it all into this and watch these machines get up and running. Now, this does use coal, whereas that is free. So that is the thing. This will grind it up and use power to do so. And it is going to require coal. So that's something we have to keep in mind. And it should do fine, though. It should be able to keep up. And of course, this we can always increase our efficiency of. One thing, if your setup's not working, make sure you also turn on auto output. I'm so used to that being automatically on. I did notice that this furnace will not cook up this. So it will not accept this particular type of ore chunk. So this we're going to have to leave to our original blast furnace right here, which will, of course, work. So I do want to work on this flux bore. That is something I think is totally worth doing. Now, it is probably going to need to be upgraded over time, which I don't see being a big problem, but it is something that probably needs to be done. It doesn't seem like there's a diamond component to this. It has me wondering, does it... What's the mining level? That's what I kind of want to know. So I went ahead and got the drill made, and as you can see, it is charging up. Now it does say single block, and I was looking at the mode here. The augment mode is how we apply augments to it, I do believe. And there are augments that I looked at in the book that talks a little bit about the different types. We have expandable RF coil, stabilized. I'm guessing this scales the RF storage by 6. Okay, so it changes a little bit of the RF rate, the transfer rate. High flux RF coil, I'm guessing that increases even more. And then the radial, this is what allows us to mine in like from a 1x1 to a 2x2, or a 3x3, and so on and so forth. And it looks like we can add these on to this drill to hopefully make it a little bit better. And of course, we can increase our storage with a flux capacitor, because that will also add to the life of this. Now, as far as how well this works, like how much storage is in here, that I don't exactly know. And let's go ahead and see. So right now we have 40,000, one block. Okay, so it uses about 200 RF, right? Is that what I'm looking at? So yeah, it uses about 200 RF per block break. And of course that can be changed later on. But yeah, this is still a nice tool. Like, it mines pretty fast. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's decent. I don't know if it can be enchanted or anything. So, I don't think so. Thermal stuff used to be able to be enchanted. I don't know if in this version that's the case though. Now the watering can, on the other hand, this apparently needs some buckets of water, and it holds 8. So if you shift right click on a water source, we now have water, and it's your standard watering can. I don't know if this can accept augments as well. Let's see. Can it? Expand tank. Okay, and it has a radial. So yes, this can be augmented. It's going to require some iron and tin and a redstone servo to be able to make this augment, but other than that, that's not too much. That's actually pretty simple to make. So I went ahead and made this augment here. And as you can see, we put this into augment mode. We can now place it in here. When we pull it out, we now have an augment. And I do have a little bit of a new thing that says press V to change mode. So now I can activate between a single block and a 3x3 area. So let's go ahead and mine a 3x3 area, and let's see what this is all about. Is this actually worth it? I don't know. We're about to find out. Let's go ahead and mine out this area. Oh, yes, it is 100% worth it. It mines way better than the silence, because the silent would just leave the ore. This actually mines the ore, and it's pretty fast, even though it does suck that power down. So that is something we're going to have to keep an eye on, and probably end up making ourselves a little flux capacitor, and also put some augments to increase the amount of power this can hold. As always, I want to give a huge thanks to one of my patrons, and that is going to go to Chris Hopener. Hope I said that right, as that letter is very unfamiliar to me. Thank you so much. If you want to become a patron yourself, of course, be sure to check the link down in the description below. Guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Of course, if you did, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also ring that beautiful notification bell so you guys can stay notified when I do publish new content such as this. Guys, also, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.